Boom, move over. Yeah, the car only moved over because I pointed at him. So this is episode 27, episode 28. These are 27's kind of a hodgepodge, got a lot of speeding violations. 28 is all window tint. So check these out.
Well, it's required by Arizona law for my safety that you not go by me at like 45 miles an hour, close enough for me to reach out and touch you. I feel like that's a reasonable expectation, right? And Arizona law says that. This is how cops get hurt on traffic stops, is by guys that don't obey the law like he did. So I'm going to issue him a citation to let him know the severity of what he did.
I get lots of feedback about doing a driver's side approach. It really kind of depends on how much I can get my car to block the lane. I like doing a driver's side approach because I see and smell more during a DUI investigation. It's my number one reason why. At night, I do a lot more passenger side approaches. During the day, they pretty much see you coming no matter what, so you lose the tactical advantage. I just like being on the driver's side. I'm kind of old school. I've always done it like that. If I'm in a position where I can't block the lane and cars are going to be like right on my butt, absolutely, I'm gonna do a passenger side approach. But if I can block more than half the lane and cars are going to go around me, I do a driver's side approach. I like being that close. I can hear, I can smell, I can see more.
You should wear your seatbelt, man. It's one of those important things. Yeah. All right, well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. The reason I stopped you is you kind of blew my doors off there at 23 miles an hour above the posted speed limit. Any idea why I might have stopped you today? No idea? Well, you passed me at 18 miles an hour over the speed limit, and then after that, accelerated to a top speed of 22 miles over the speed limit.
Yow.
So I kind of figured that you just had an issue with speeding, and I probably needed to address that with you because you weren't getting any slower. You blew my doors off at 24 miles an hour over the speed limit over there on Ironwood. I'm sorry? You blew my doors off. That means you passed me at an extremely high rate of speed. That's okay. If that was indeed 1/4 of this vehicle's acceleration, it immediately makes me want to buy one because you took off that line like someone was chasing you with a hatchet.
I don't believe in the whole electronic car thing, especially living in cold climates. They just don't work as well as they do down here in the desert. It's just not my thing. But they are fast. And when that Tesla took off, I happened to be directly behind it, and that light turned green, and they took off like someone was chasing them. So kind of an exhibition of speed. The speed violation wasn't egregious. It wasn't up into the criminal realm, but it was definitely something that I needed to address just because of the rate of acceleration. That guy ends up getting a warning. We just talked about his car. He wasn't doing it to prove a point. He wasn't doing it to show any sort of acceleration ability of his vehicle. So nothing during my interview at the side of the road led me to think that it was a exhibition of speed violation. He just drives a fast car.
Yeah, that white car was trailing me, so I had to speed up before you hit my back.
You know that there's also the other option of slowing down.
I know, but he like if I would have slowed down, he would have hit like the back of my car. So I would like have to speed up.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with it, but I'll go with your rationale. See registration, current proof of insurance for your vehicle also, please. So did you notice that you don't have a registration tab on your license plate?
There
we just moved from Phoenix over here.
I don't know what that is on that license plate, but it's not a registration tab.
Registration tabs in Phoenix. But you also need them in Pinal County. You don't have one on your car. Do you know why you don't have one? I know why you don't have one, and by your smile, I feel like you also know why you don't have one.
That didn't register?
Because it's not registered, yeah. So your registration on this vehicle expired last year, and we're now in this year. So you had to be registered every year. So, and you have a giant crack across your windshield, and you're not wearing your seatbelt. So those are the three things that we have going on so far. How's it going, partner?
Hey!
This guy.
It's me. What's going on?
How are you? Me?
Good.
I'll pull my phone out of my pocket. I don't have anything on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, you got a driver's license on
I do. It's all on my phone.
All right.
I'm currently on a permit, and I've got... Let me shut this off for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you have a full head of hair. As you were driving, I thought you had like a majestic mullet, and I was like, I'm going to stop this guy and tell him he's got a great mullet.
Okay.
Also, you didn't come to a stop at the light. Your moving violation gives me a good reason to stop and talk to you.
I see this majestic mane of hair on a motorcycle. So I'm watching him, and then he fails to stop at a red light because my light's green. So he fails to stop at a red light before making a right-hand turn. It's a great violation. And he's got great hair. So I observe this violation, I stop him, all of his paperwork's in line. He's another guy that recognizes me. I get out of my car, he immediately addresses me by my first name. And we had a great conversation there that wasn't on camera, but just a really nice guy. And so he had one violation. We had never contacted him before. He had all of his paperwork. He has motorcycle endorsement. So he ends up getting off for the warning. And a great conversation about his hair. So it was all over, just a great, good, positive contact.
Can you put your window down? Can you put your window down, please? There we go. Hi, well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. Any reason why you have your hands up?
I'm scared.
Okay, can you put your window all the way down for me? Please?
Yeah, I just don't know what's going on. That's how you like this. And you just nervous.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit. Can I see your driver's license, please? Why are you crying?
Because you're making me nervous. I don't know what I'm
What
doing.
about me has made you
Unbelievable.
nervous? What the issue
You're
is
so
that all
fragile
of your
that
windows
just
in
me
this vehicle
standing there
are
makes you
legally tinted,
nervous.
and I can't see in.
That's a you
When
problem.
I can't see into a vehicle, right? You can see how that could be dangerous for me, right? So I would be slightly apprehensive of just walking up here because I don't know what's in here because your windows are illegally tinted.
Episode 28, the window tint special, was 100% Sam's idea. I would make stops for window tint, and Sam would yell at me that the internet didn't want to see me pulling people over for window tint violations. And we were in Arizona City. We were running out of ideas of stuff to do for videos. And Sam's like, all right, we're going to do a whole episode. We're going to do nothing but stops for window tint. So that's what we did. We drove around Eloy and Arizona City, Casa Grande, in that area, and specifically all day focused on window tint violations, especially windshield window tint.
And that's actually why there's a window tint law, is for my safety. It's also dark for you looking out, especially at night. So that entire vehicle has illegal tint. Front windshield, side windows, everything is illegal. And I walk up there, and she puts her window down this far, where I can't see in, and she's like this. Not going to give you a ticket for your window tint, although it is a ticketable offense.
What's I doing?
Well, you have illegal tint on your front windshield, front driver's side window, and front passenger side window. So I'm Deputy Sloup. I work for the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Traffic Unit, and like I just said, that's the reason I stopped you. All those reasons. And you're not wearing your seatbelt. Very important.
Must be bored, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I got lots of stuff to do. This guy's definitely not excited the fact that I pulled him over for his window tint, even though he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He's not happy about it, and I don't think he understands that Arizona's a click it or ticket state. You got to wear your seatbelt. Him asking if I was bored is kind of an interesting question because I'm in the traffic unit and my job is to stop people for observed violations of Arizona motor vehicle law, which having illegally dark tinted windows is. So I'm literally here doing my job. Not because I'm bored, but because the sheriff is kind enough to let me drive around in this car. Oh, he's been booked by us before.
There we go.
He doesn't like
That's
us.
why.
Oh, we've had lots of contacts with him. Citation, just seatbelt ticket. That's it. So not a window tint ticket.
You the first person that said anything about my tint.
I hear that a lot. This is a window tint meter. If this number is higher than 30%, I'm going to give you a warning for not wearing your seatbelt.
The percentage that I talk about is the percentage of light that's outside of the window that gets inside of the window. So the lower the number, the lower the amount of light. So the darker the window tint is. Limo tint is typically like 2% or 3% light transmission. Legal is 30. So any number that's higher than 30, that's what's considered legal window tint. There's usually a little mark on the corner of your windshield, and that's how low your window tint can be on the tint visor. That visor tint, from there all the way down, you can't have any tint on it. I have a ceramic coating on my personal windshield, so it doesn't have any tint on it. All it does is fight the heat, so it performs that same. It performs the same function, but it doesn't impair my view through the windshield at night, which is why tinted windshields are kind of such a big deal.
If it's lower than 30%, then I'm going to write you a ticket for your seatbelt, okay? Because that was the reason for my stop.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt.
But how can
No,
you said you didn't see
no, the tint was the reason for my stop. When I got behind you, I saw you weren't wearing your seatbelt. So I can't stop you for not wearing a seatbelt. You can see through the back window. Okay. And that is 15%.
Oh,
and the reason
yeah,
I stopped
crazy.
you is all of your windows are illegally tinted. Both your front driver's side, front passenger side, and the window tint that's all over your windshield is all illegal. It is not something that I write a ton of tickets for, but it is a great legal reason for me to get up to someone's window and talk to them to see if there's any impairment, if they're smoking weed, if they're drunk, suspended licenses, warrants. There's a ton of things that a very
Makes
simple
it great.
stop
Such a
for
good
window
reason.
tint leads to. The vast majority of the time, like right now, as long as this driver's license is valid, which it is, she doesn't have any warrants. I'm gonna let her go and let her know, hey, your window tint's legal. Do a little bit of education and kick her down the road.
So that was 27 and 28. Obviously, people don't really like being stopped for their window tint. Doesn't make it any less fun. Coming up soon, you're going to see a familiar vehicle. It's going to be the second time in Fridays with Frank that we've dealt with him, and a whole bunch of bad lane usage. So stay tuned, check this stuff out.